Smell the camera. You know this stays in the podcast, right?
Yeah, I know.
Okay, hi everyone, and welcome back to the Global Diamond
It
Broker.
seems to make you laugh.
I despise it when you interrupt me.
Pardon me, can you say that?
Don't interrupt me.
Did you say, I despise it when you interrupt me? What? You have more issues than a newspaper.
That was actually pretty good.
How's it going at counseling, by the way? Maybe we should start there.
Please don't interrupt me again. Hi, everyone, and welcome back to the Global Diamond Broker Hard Truth Podcast, episode 80?
The Big 80.
The Big 80.
The Big 80.
Your age!
That's not even funny, Judy. You know?
Okay, yeah, it wasn't funny.
You know, like, why do you try to hurt me so?
It's fine.
You know, I bought this shirt. I went to Lululemon. You're going to see a whole new wardrobe this year as we get more views and we get more. Well, we have a TikTok that just went to 850. I haven't checked it lately. It's well over 850,000 views, which makes me famous, apparently.
You have severe ADD. You know that? Why did you get that shirt?
I got this shirt so when you and I do the podcast, because it matches the color of your heart. Okay. And that's, if you ask lovely Linda at Lululemon, where I get my clothes, and she'll tell you that I said, yeah, that matches Judy's heart. I'll take that one.
Does she know who I am?
Yes, of course she does.
What do you refer
Everybody
to
who knows
me
me
as?
knows who you are.
Your sidekick?
Well, my wingman is what I call you, because it's good leverage out there. You know, that I'm single and that I can go out and, you know. 80's a big number.
I know, it's coming up though.
Like,
so
it's hard to...
get used to it.
I'm probably the most successful relationship you've ever had with a man. Hey, can I check with your mom and sisters? Your 7 sisters? 7 sisters. Judy is one of 9, 8 girls and a boy.
Do you remember all of their names?
Yes.
Do you want to go ahead?
No,
Okay.
I don't want to go ahead. Are you kidding?
I
Is
know.
that crazy? 8 sisters.
My poor father.
Your poor father. And your sisters seem quite lovely, which came as a surprise to me.
Why did it come as a
They're
surprise
very
to you?
professional. They're lovely. They're, you know, I don't think my T-shirt would match their hearts.
Oh, okay.
Okay, just saying.
Yeah.
Okay. So how are we this week? Number 80 is like...
It's a
You
big
want
deal.
to change up... Judy wants to change up the podcast. And so I said what I should say. The only thing I could say...
What do you want to do?
Do it. Do it. So this year we're going to be changing up a few things. We're already changing up our social media to become more dominant because our message is getting out there. And our message is one that really is redefining the way people look at the diamond industry. We're the disruptor. And I don't mean to be a disruptor. And I don't think you mean to be a disruptor. We certainly disrupt each other, especially when you're physically violent.
We come in peace.
We come in peace.
But we just want to educate.
We just want to educate and get the facts out there. Someone asked me yesterday about lab-grown or mined diamonds. Which do I support? And I said, did you read the comment?
No, but did you use your pro-choice line?
Yeah, I use the pro-choice line because we are pro-choice. As
Gosh,
long
you're
as...
so woke, Colin.
Ooh, I don't want to be woke.
You don't want to be woke.
No, I don't want to
Yeah.
be woke. Yeah, I'm non-supportive of most woke.
So what are we?
Well, I'm a man. You're a woman.
What are we as far as the battle between mind and lab?
Oh, they're both diamonds. You know, I think it was funny because I was with a client in Texas the other day, and we have them all over the world, you guys. And he brought up the fact that he said, you know, lab-created diamonds are like people being born in laboratories.
That's what I said.
That's exactly what you said. And what's it called again, the process?
IVF.
IVF, and they are. And so I don't want to bog down today on this thing because we got bigger issues to talk about than lab. Well, do we? Like, you guys, the offshoot of Lab Diamonds, if you haven't seen our latest post, you got to go see it. Apparently, because of the fact that no one in the world can tell the difference between these things.
Because there is no difference.
There is no difference. Companies, and when I say companies, I'm assuming these companies are companies like, I don't know, have you ever seen The Sopranos?
Mm-hmm. I watched one episode, but I fell asleep 10 minutes in.
Okay, like The Sopranos are mobsters, so... And the Asian mobsters, like the triads, they finance themselves. They're very, very smart.
Yeah.
So apparently in Hong Kong recently, and this is in the news.
But it's not apparent, though. We shouldn't say apparently because it did happen. Right?
Well, yeah, it did happen. Yeah, I see what you're saying. But so here's what happened. What happened is these companies here, and they're not stupid, like this natural diamond, you can't call a diamond natural anymore. That whole crew with their, what did I call the leader of the pack, Martin Rappaport out there running around, trying to create a bit of a false
narrative.
It's not just a false narrative, but a false trust in the industry. Because here's what these guys have been doing. They've been taking lab-created diamonds and laser inscribing them with the GIA. Now, laser inscription, and people think that this is somehow going to protect them. Laser inscribing the GIA number into the certificate.
For next to nothing, by the way.
Well, we can get it done for
like $15, yeah.
Yeah, it's very inexpensive. And then they do
counterfeit certificates.
Thanks
to make
for filling in the blanks.
No worries,
You're
I got
on fire
you.
Today, eh?
To make it appear as though these laboratory created diamonds actually came out of a mine.
And what they actually do is they actually will take numbers that the GIA has already used. So if you go online to verify your diamond, they will make these lab-created diamonds the same weight, the same diameters, and put the same information. So let's say it's one that was in the news lately, the 601 carat. It had a GIA certificate. It had a GIA inscription lasered invisibly into the girdle, and it went to another lab where the lab figured out that it wasn't the GIA, and they were lucky to be able to do it, and the only way they could do it is the way that I suggest clients be able to verify their diamonds. You know what it is? You and I didn't talk about this.
Measurement?
Good for you. Look at you. It's the measurement of the stone. And so the diameter of the stone was great. The depth is where they got it. So it was a 601 carat, whatever the weight was. It had all the measurements except the depth. And someone astute, certainly in that lab, went, and went a little bit further to see it was off. It shouldn't be off. It should be accurate all the time, these measurements. They're objective from depth, circumference, or the circumference of the diamond is not as subjective because they're not perfectly round. The measurement will go up and down. But top to bottom is a measurement that you can rely on, and it wasn't the same. And it's the only way they found this out. And now they're finding out that these companies, like the one we're talking about in Hong Kong, when they investigated them, and it was Border Patrol who got them apparently, they went in and these guys had about just shy of 64 million US dollars of these lab-created diamonds certified and out into the market. So it begs a question.
How do you know that your diamond didn't come out?
We're getting better at this, eh? That was really good, yeah.
It's scary.
It's scary. How do you know your diamond is actually... Because to tie this in, these little jewelers who get out there and are always going on about things and providing misinformation into the business can't tell you they're kind of like you. Most jewelers don't have the background in the industry. Well, very few people in the industry in the world have my background or even close to it. I'm probably alone in a certain category of that. But these little jewelers, they can't tell you. All they can do is what you do, is look at the laser inscription, look at the diamond, and make their best guess.
Right.
Because they're identical. So it's kind of a frightening environment. So if you bought your diamond in the last couple of years,
how do you really know?
How do you know? And it may be worth it to check it out. You know, we have, with us, because of my experience in the business and my relationship with the GIA and the laboratories, for our clients, it's safe and secure because we verify every single diamond that we broker. You know, we can measure inclusions. So on those plotting charts, there's inclusions. But most jewelers aren't capable of this. They really don't know what they're doing. They're more like someone who buys low and sells high, and that's kind of it. They don't have the expertise, even their backgrounds. And my number one question is when people get on and want to ask me questions on what do you call them when people post questions? Comments? Is, you know, what's your background to be making these comments? And what I invariably find out is they have none. They don't know what they're talking about. They're believing the smoke blown up their proverbial butts by the industry. And one that's burning my ass today.
Excuse me. Sorry.
One that's burning my ass today is this thing about dark diamonds being softer tones so people can save money. It's the biggest bullshit in the industry. And so, you know, while I was downstairs having a steam with a woman who serendipitously, and you know that's my favorite word, worked with Kimmy Bosley, our on-staff designer of 15 years. We've worked with her.
Oh, wow.
Worked with her at a caddy mine in northern Canada.
Crazy.
She's good friends with her brother. So when I was in there thinking about this today, this popped into my head. You know, I say don't buy it, but don't buy the bullshit. There's so much of it out there in the marketplace right now. And we're concerned. We're concerned not just about the transparency that's so vital to you owning diamonds, but I'm more concerned now about the cover-ups that are going on. Like,
what do you mean cover-ups?
Well, if, you know, Martin Rappaport, and you can Google Martin, he's a fantastic guy. We both met him. We have pictures hugging him. I think I slipped a tongue in his ear. Was that him? Well, he's a bit of he's a guy that I have a lot of respect for.
However,
but he's doing a job. He's like a U.S. politician, really.
Yeah. Say
anything, do anything to get elected. I mean, it's just getting crazy. The whole world is. Brilliant man. But Martin, come on. Like, this is going on. What's going on to deal with it? And, you know, what they're trying to do right now, I believe, is skate off of the issue with lab-created mine diamonds to moving on to Russian blood diamonds, which, honestly, like, who cares anymore? There's no market for them anyway. But apparently now he has a very big, what does it call these things that he wants everybody to sign? Because they're putting an embargo in place against, and restrictions against Russian diamonds. And the big corporations have no problem with it, but it's the little jewelers again who don't know anything, who, and I guess justifiably he's trying to protect from these guys, because now that they've got the embargo that we all wanted, I mean, these Russian diamonds are blood diamonds. Now they've gone too far. And so now he's trying to get them back. Like, it's crazy. It's just more crazy politics. We don't care about any of it. We care about you. We care about the consumer. We care about, and so, you know, so we're going to be providing solutions right across the board. We are a disruptor in the industry. Our information is, you know, all those people that used to come and disagree with me, not one ever took the $5,000 US offer to bet me on any of the information I provide because it's all accurate. And yeah, we're going to change things in the industry, and that's what we're here to do. And the first thing we're changing is, Judy was the one who came up with the term GIA. Judy, I came
What
up with
term?
that. Information asymmetry. You were the one to first introduce
Wait,
that term.
did I?
Yeah, it was shocking for all of us. Let me tell you.
Hey, that's rude.
I was going to say you're not just another pretty face, and that's all I'm going to say. Okay, that's good, right?
Yeah.
Not just another pretty face. And so, yeah, you can look to, if there's one thing you're going to be able to look forward to with our podcast is more candor. I said this to someone the other day. I appreciate your candor, and then I had to explain what candor means.
Nobody uses the word candor anymore. But you're also from like way back then where they use that term a lot.
Well, nobody in your age group uses the word candor. I find that difficult to believe. I think there's...
We call it banter.
No, candor's different. Candor is transparency.
Oh.
Okay, so
I stand
someone who's
corrected.
completely, kind of like I am, I don't really hold very much back, is my candor is top notch because I don't give a shit. These are the facts. And if they're not the facts, please challenge me. I shouldn't say I don't give a shit. I care completely. But if they're not the facts, challenge me. Win yourself $5,000 or more US dollars. It ain't happening because I'm providing the facts. And so, I don't have a group of followers that are, industry who I rely on to buy my diamonds so that they can, and nor would I care. These are the facts. What we provide to people here is very unique. No, you don't hear this story being reported by anybody else, do you? About the diamonds, it frightens me. It's a new world in the diamond industry. You've got to be safe and secure. How do you do it? How does the jeweler do it? We have more followers as jewelers than anything else. How do they do it?
Follow us.
Yeah. You follow
Learn
us.
from us.
And don't be afraid. And we appreciate comments. We appreciate no matter what, unless they're so ridiculous. What did I call it last week? The information idiots?
I don't know.
Online idiots.
Yeah.
The online idiots.
Keyboard warriors.
I mean, some of the stuff that I hear, like I have a woman on. Do you want me to put that pen down? Is that?
Thank you.
I have a woman on TikTok right now who, there's no machine in the marketplace that will tell you if a diamond came out of a lab or out of a mine. It's just a
Conclusively.
total industry concoction that they work, they don't, they're not conclusive, they don't work. It only takes one diamond to cost a lot of money, okay? And so I said to her, she goes, well, I brought one and I took it to Dubai and I took it to here and I took it to there and I took it to there and it seemed to work just fine. And so she was very quick to respond. But when I asked her which machine it was and how does she know it works, and the fact that geography doesn't matter, nothing. We're hearing nothing back yet. So I'll keep you posted on that. Is there anything else? What other changes do you want to the podcast? Do you want to do it yourself?
Do you want to do it yourself?
No, I would miss you.
Yeah, that's why you wouldn't want to do it yourself.
Oh, our followers would miss you more than anything. Yeah. Apparently, you're more popular than me with
Probably
a certain
true.
group of followers.
Okay.
Even though I do most of the talking.
Yeah, but I do most of the editing.
You do all of the editing. If it wasn't for you, the podcast wouldn't be here. And,
Yeah.
we're celebrating 80 episodes. That's, what was it?
Let's
statistic?
celebrate at 100, shall we?
Okay.
Okay.
What are we going to wear? Like 100 episodes?
You better buy me
Can that be my shirtless one? I'm dying to do one without a shirt on.
No, but you better buy me a new outfit for that episode.
What was the guy's name who used to wear no shirts and do the interviews because he was kind of jacked? Kyle's favorite guy.
Oh, Tate?
Yeah. What was his name?
Andrew?
Andrew Tate. Right? So can't I do that?
All right. See you next week, you
Yeah,
guys.
thank you all very much for coming out. Look for changes in the podcast. Look for more candor. Look for guests. Just keep looking. We appreciate it.
Bye.
Bye.